Hello friends and families, it's your boy back again with another video, and for today it is going to be the very first keycap review in this channel, and thanks to KeyTok for sending over a few of their stuff for review. So who is KeyTok? They are essentially a Chinese brand that specializes in printing keycaps, and they also sell specific artisans to spice up your build. They offer a slew of different profiles, from the standard cherry to the less known stuff like the KOL and KDA, which will be today's guest. So we have a total of 3 sets here. So for this one, they call it, this is the back in the game set. Not sure if you can see the backspace. Yeah, I think you can. So this is in the cherry profile. And this is for the KDA. Yeah, this is the KDA Happy Ape key set. Is kind of in the brownish and a little bit of funky color accents across. And lastly, we have the KOL Morse code. This one is, yeah, kind of your army, I guess. You got those dark greens and a bit of orange. And let's just take a look what's inside. So they come with this like kind of slide to the side packaging, and you get in a total of 3 layers of keycaps. I think they are the same across any kind of profiles you're getting, or foam for dampening. Yeah, that's about it. And so you basically get the base kit through these 2 layers, and I can see that you have like different shift sizes, and you have different rows for your navigation clusters. So I think this is the most basic. So let's take a look at other key sets. So this is the cherry one. You get, oh, the escape keys, kind of fire, dude. So, oh, so this one has more layout support, as I can see. So yeah, you got more novelties around here, and you also got these 2 shoulder spacebar. This is for the Alice layout, and you also got the 7U spacebar. Pretty good. And the navigation clusters is also just full of pictures or whatnot. I guess this is just the appeal of this design. So yeah, last one for the Happy Ape. So 1 layer. So similarly, you got 7U support as well, and you got even more space bars this time, even the accent piece. So yeah, lots of accents, lots of space bars, lots of novelties. You can just kind of switch them around to see which one fits your build the most. Yeah, so I think like this is perhaps the most colorful one and the most customizable. So just by looking at them directly, the printing is crisp and pretty consistent by overall standard, because I find just a little bit of inconsistency in particularly the cherry back in the game set, where the position of the alpha seems to just be a little off, as you can see at the J and K keys. But I think perhaps this is due to the natural wonkiness of the font, because they want to be like those computerized font. But for the other 2 sets, clean, formal in terms of the color and the shape. To be fair, this kind of design reminds me of the Shuriki of Vamilo keyboards, where they designed the entire kit, including the body and the keycap, surrounding an entire dim. So I think for KeyTok's pattern design, you kind of need to pair them with certain colors in order to fit the colorway, or else it's gonna feel weird or uneasy to look at. But in any case, since we have them all here, let's do a sound test with my lovely duo, the Frog TKL, here in both WinKey and WinKeyless, so that we can test out the 2.5U build and 7U builds. Both of them are using the exact same parts: Cherry MX Blacks, 88 tapo, no foam, stock aluminum plate, TX steps. Yeah, you know the drill. So the only difference is the spacebar length, and I hate to tell that, but for the Morse code, there's only 6.25U, so I'll be using exclusively on the WinKey build, while the other 2 sets will be going onto this 7U build. Also, I'll be using a set of Cherry official keycaps, also made with PBT for reference sounds on the Winky build. So here we go. Ooh, pretty sick. Damn. So what do you think about the sound test? So for me, I found that all three sets, they are capable of still showing that signature cherry scratch. As for the KOL Morse code, I think that the height is pretty comfortable for a cherry profile user, as well as the key gap, so that I can move with my own muscle memory so that I don't mistype a lot. And I think that the special sauce in this is that the design itself, where the top facing and the user facing side is actually just the usual standard PBT material, while the front facing and the sides are actually transparent plastic. So if your keyboard is blasting RGB, this may be your best choice to go with if you just want to skip the usual, I think like Cherry or OEM profile keycaps. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and I think that their labeling is extremely well, like the printings and color schemes are nice, but I'm not sure like why they want to print some Russian letters on the keycap set. So yeah, you can pick this up if you are like some kind of military fan, I guess. As for the KDA Happy Ape, I can find out that the height actually they have different heights across the row, because usually if you do Cherry, this one is basically the 1 1 2 3 4 4 row height, and they basically have different heights in this profile. It kind of reminds me like the number rows and the alpha rows. It's kind of like MDA, I would say, but the top row is almost like MT3. So this kind of keycap profile height can be a little bit challenging but also fun to type on. And there's another problem that I run into, is that I don't find the step caps lock keycap for this set. So yeah, if you are buying this, be sure to check that if your keyboard can do like the standard caps lock and not just exclusively step caps lock. And I found that the printings is crisp, but I think that the entire set, the entire set of the alphas here is just slightly off a little bit of the middle. So I guess that if you are very OCD like me that wants everything in the middle and just like kind of arranged in a very formally way, you might have to choose another set. But if you're just aiming for the colors, because this is just, you see like colorful, you got like chocolate greens, red, yellows, and special accent space bars. If you want variety, this is completely fine. So for my taste, KeyTok is pretty high up there in terms of these die sub PBT keycaps. And for that price, they are doing about $34 for the Cherry Back in the Game set, and KOL KDA Black on White also at $34. As for this duo, they are doing it at $59. So at $59, these are actually a little bit more expensive in terms of what being offered in the local Malaysian market, because in terms of like, you know, clone keycaps in Cherry profile, they are doing around 100 to 140 ringgits here. So I think that the Cherry ones is just like within that range, but in terms of the KOL and KDA custom made unique patterns, they are a little bit pricey and hitting about the range of things like the JKDK brand of keycaps. As for whether they will be doing double shot PBT set, I think that even if they try to price it at about double the price, at about like 80 something, that is quite close to things like, you know, well-known customs from Wuche Studios. They're also doing double shot PBT offerings, and those start at about 90 something. So I think that they are a very compelling option in terms of like a really unique set of keycaps that you want to be a little bit more fancy for your setup and in terms of what you want to bring out for the keycap. So yeah, that's it for today's video. And if you really want to grab a set for yourself, you can go to the links below. We'll be linking the KeyTok website down there. So yeah, if you have any questions to ask, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.